Right now, across the country, there are cars sitting on dealer lots that used to cost more than most people's yearly salary. $60,000, $70,000, even over $100,000 when they were new. And today, they're being ignored, discounted, and in some cases, practically given away. Not because they're bad, not because they're unreliable, but because most buyers don't understand what they're looking at. Dealers know it, private sellers feel it, and the small percentage of informed buyers, they're quietly taking advantage of it. Because what's happening right now in the used luxury market is one of the biggest pricing disconnects we've seen in years. Welcome to Car Cost IQ. Today we're breaking down 4 luxury cars that have been completely misjudged by the market. These aren't just cheap luxury cars. These are engineering flagships, overbuilt platforms, cars designed to compete at the highest level. And now, they're sitting at prices that don't reflect what they actually are. I'm going to show you why they became cheap, what makes them special, and exactly what to check before you buy. Stay until the last car, because that one represents the biggest gap between perception and reality on this entire list.
Let's start with something the market dismissed too early: the Cadillac STS, 2006-2011. When this car came out, Cadillac wasn't trying to play it safe. They were trying to prove something. For years, American luxury had a reputation problem. People assumed soft handling, weak engineering, not competitive with Europe. And the STS was their answer to that. This was not built to be a cruiser. It was built to compete directly with cars like the BMW 5 Series and Mercedes E-Class. Rear-wheel drive platform, available all-wheel drive, a chassis tuned for actual driving, not just comfort. And yet today, you can find clean examples between $6,000 and $9,000. That kind of drop only happens when the market loses confidence, not when the product fails. Engineering breakdown. Let's talk about what you're actually getting. The V8 model produces over 300 horsepower and delivers real acceleration, not luxury car fast, actually quick. The V6 version is the smarter choice for most buyers. Lower running costs, simpler ownership, still plenty of performance. And then there's the suspension. Cadillac introduced magnetic ride control, a system that continuously adjusts damping in real time based on the road. This wasn't just advanced for its time, it's still impressive today. Ownership reality. Now here's where most buyers make mistakes. They either ignore maintenance history or assume all STS models are unreliable. Neither is true. The V8 requires attention to cooling system health. That's the key point. If that's been maintained properly, the car is solid. The V6, even safer bet. Parts availability is strong, service is straightforward, ownership cost is manageable. Why it's cheap? The reason this car is undervalued has nothing to do with engineering. It's perception. Cadillac took time to rebuild its image. By the time people started respecting the product, the market had already moved on, and that delay created a pricing gap.
Now we move into something completely different: the Lexus LS 460, 2007 to 2012. And to understand this car, you need to understand how Lexus approaches engineering. Most brands design for performance, then adjust for durability. Lexus does the opposite. They design for durability first, then refine everything else around it. What makes it special? This car was built to be the best, not just competitive, the best. Original price, up to $75,000. Today, $8,000 to $12,000. And the biggest surprise isn't the luxury, it's the longevity. These engines regularly go 200,000 miles, 250,000 miles, even beyond, with basic maintenance. The LS 460 doesn't try to impress you aggressively. It does something more difficult. It removes effort from driving. Everything feels smooth. Everything feels controlled. Everything feels finished. And that's what makes it dangerous in this price range. Because once you drive it, most other cars at this price feel like a downgrade. What to check? No car is perfect. Air suspension can wear out over time, but it's fixable, it's predictable, and it's not a deal breaker. Beyond that, routine maintenance is all it asks. Why it's ignored? The market shifted. Buyers moved to SUVs. Fuel prices created hesitation around V8s, and this car quietly faded into the background.
Now we get into something emotional: the Jaguar XJ, 2004 to 2009. This is where logic and fear collide. Because on paper, this car offers incredible value, but perception holds it back. What makes it different? This XJ used an all-aluminum body. That's a major deal. It means lower weight, better handling, reduced long-term structural wear. And then there's the design. This car doesn't follow trends. It creates presence. Inside, this feels nothing like a modern budget car. It feels intentional. Everything is crafted. Wood trim, leather quality, seating comfort. It's designed to feel special every time you get in. Ownership truth. This is not a careless ownership car. It requires attention. Maintenance matters. Service history matters. Inspection matters. But here's the key difference. A well-maintained example behaves completely differently from a neglected one. Why it's cheap? Fear. That's it. Not engineering failure, not design issues, just fear from past reputation.
Now we come to the most misunderstood car on this list, the Mercedes S-Class W220. This was the flagship, the benchmark, the car other brands studied. What you're actually getting. Original price, up to $100,000 plus. Today, $5,000 to $9,000. That's not normal depreciation. That's market overreaction. The reputation problem. Yes, this car has issues, but here's the truth. Those issues show up on neglected cars, not well-maintained ones, and that distinction is everything. Engineering reality. The core mechanical systems are strong. V8 engine, transmission, driving dynamics. This was built during a time when Mercedes prioritized engineering above cost-cutting. Buying strategy. This is not optional. You must get a specialist inspection, verify service history, avoid questionable sellers. Do that, and you unlock one of the best luxury experiences available at this price.
4 cars, 4 different philosophies, one common truth. They are not cheap because they failed. They are cheap because the market misunderstood them, and that creates opportunity for buyers who do the research, stay patient, and make smart decisions. These cars deliver something rare, true luxury engineering at entry-level prices. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit like and subscribe because every week we break down cars the market forgot, but smart buyers never overlook.